And I'm telling you right now, I hope it lives up to the hype. I hope it goes absolutely nutty, buddy. It goes map 5, round 11. I hope it goes 6 hours and 42 minutes.
See, I might not be here if it goes that long. I'll let you know ahead of time. Maybe bring somebody else in here if it goes 6 hours. I think after the 4th hour, maybe 3.5. I think that's where you lose me. I think we pull somebody from chat to take my spot.
For what? Are you gonna go play?
You know, I've been itching at it. I'm just waiting for one of these teams. I'm waiting for one of these teams to give me E-Day's chance.
I'm hoping I get a chance before you, but I think I got a leg up in that situation.
Yo, can we bring back the team of like me, Sleepy, Speedy, and Ribs for an E-Days? We'll bring back Ghost Gaming. Can we bring back Ghost Gaming, boys? Let me know in DMs.
Are you allowed to look? Are you allowed to invoke that name right now?
We were the bad boys of Gears on Ghost. We can do what we want.
Hey, I'm not gonna discount that at all. Not gonna discount. Oh, early in this one though, 3 downs and outs for the Pittsburgh Knights. They got to worry about everybody getting wiped off a spawn. You see Kenny bouncing in from the middle of the map. Last alive after all of that nonsense is Raver. Xplosive will have the boom shot. Will rotate over to where his teammates are. He's full ready. Has to worry about, I believe, Sumuns coming from the middle of the map now. Praized is going to try to rotate over there.
Ooh. Okay, never mind. Kenny's slowed me down.
Like, I hate to say this. I got so stopped because I'm trying to see if Xplosive is using the pizza skins on his boom shot. Just sorry.
If he's using the pizza skins, Ryan's got to buy the office pizza.
Oh! I had to get a close up.
But eUnited already, they were off to a good start here. The score line doesn't really show how good of a start that they're having, but they're doing a good job here at the ending portions of this hill. Backing the players to PK off, but PK using it as a little bit of a blessing here. They're rotating towards the next hill. They have a 3v2 advantage as well. Raver going down is going to be huge. Xplosive falling is even bigger. The Wolfpack, the revives are there, and PK will be the first onto the hill.
PK is going to continue to try to hold on to this point lead or trying to hold on to this early rotation over to the next hill. You see them going down to the bottom of the map, getting set up for it to spawn out. I like what eUnited's doing. They're trying to spread out across the boom shot and the incendiaries because, again, I've always said that the incendiaries are the most important weapon to have in this next fight, simply because you can use them to stop people from being at the top of the stairs. They get to throw them out here, but they're getting absolutely whitewashed out. They are getting completely destroyed in the bottom side of the map. They're leaving Kenny alone inside of the Juice. 2 players pushing up to the middle. They're going to have a 2v1 on Kenny here inside of the Juice. Powerz respawns at the top side of the map. Tries the Lancer out, but is not going to be able to do much of anything. Dezo now is going to get challenged in the middle by Xplosive. Has to be careful not to get Lancered out from a different angle. I like that Dezo took that nerdy little angle there to get shots onto Xplosive. He and I believe now it's going to be Kenny moving up for that boom shot placement.
Trying to see the hill, though. The points being gained by the Pittsburgh Knights, while each team is simultaneously trying to fight over that boom shot. Kenny's going to go ahead and even that one up. You saw the down onto Xplosive go through. That's going to be a double from Mr. Bounce himself as he takes control of that boom shot for eUnited. That's 2 boom shots in a row, with the score still heavily in the favor of the Pittsburgh Knights as Raver takes out Praized. Kenny gets the down onto Raver. He's just trying to bait him out because that boom shot is still on his backside there, waiting for that perfect opportunity. And I love the way that he's waiting for the next hill rotation to even think about using it.
Xplosive is going to get taken out on the backside of the hill. Praized goes for a little left-handed up A there. Not going to be able to find anything. Powerz rotates into the spawn point. Gives a little wiggle-waggle there. Gets the first kill. Now has Dezo in front of him. Trying to play the stairwell. Goes for the fakey up A. Continues to bounce around. Kenny, though, big hero time moment for him. Gets the double kill with the boom shot. They're going to have Raver into the next hill, trapped between 3 players from eUnited. He's going to bounce around, try to get 1 kill, but not going to get anything. Pittsburgh Knights will spawn out. And with a couple of defensive stands here and a full hill setup, they might be able to come back into this. Right now, the story of this game, though, I think has to go over to Sumuns. 9 assists already for him. He's looking to get the double-digit assists quickly.
The Explosive. He's going to be the first player everybody sees dealing out that Lancer. Powerz is going to be right behind him, though. As you see eUnited trying to anchor themselves into spawn with Praized, and this is their mismatch opportunity, taking out Dezonide. That's going to buy them some time. Either that, or it's going to force Pittsburgh Knights into a disadvantageous position if they go ahead and try to push forward. But everybody just parking the bus. They're using that extra couple of seconds that we always talk about to make sure that they have a 4-man unit to push across to this next hill.
Xplosive, I think, is going to try to rotate across the top here. You know that hill is going to spawn bottom side of the map. Powerz is trying to find a cheeky little angle here to get a little bit of an extra sight line onto Raver. Raver will go down in the middle of the map. We're going to be able to Lancer him out or at least try to clean him up. One player drops out of info, won't be able to get any positioning going. Just a few more minutes left on this hill. And eUnited is bleeding it dry. Praized is going to be on top here. Just gathering information. Powerz goes down in the middle of the map, but the extra crosses are coming through from different sets in different areas. Powerz will get killed off. Now you see Kenny trying to take over the middle of the map. He's going to get called out. Incendiary out. It's not going to be able to find anybody. Both incendiaries come through. Big shot out by Kenny. Gets one down. He's holding off 3 players in the middle of the map. 2 down now. Boom shot in from Sumuns will find that kill, but the Lancer fire from the bottom of the map, holding the 90-degree angle. Xplosive coming out from the info is going to be able to get a lot of damage on. Goes for the double up A, gets the shot to go. Praized turns, he burns, and now it's up to the last remaining members of eUnited to fly into the hill. They get one down. Kenny now rolling up into the area with Powerz, who secures the 3rd kill. They have had a great reset here and a great start to this 4th hill on the map.
Yep, they're doing a good job of controlling these power weapons as well. Yeah, Sumuns might have got the last one, but he was forced to use it in that situation, possibly a little bit earlier than he wanted to keep his teammates alive. Xplosive with a nice shot, but get taken out by former teammate Sumuns. Kenny's definitely feeling that pressure, but instantly using those instants to take out Dezonide. Now the pressure is going to be felt by PK as Monkyz gets taken out. That's going to be a double kill between Kenny and Powerz. Raver pushing up, trying to be the hero, ends up the 0 and on respawn as multiple kills. I do believe that might have been a team wipe at one time or another for eUnited as they take control of yet another hill. This is looking like it's going to be a one-sided matchup.
Well, they need to be able to continue this kind of pressure. If you give an inch to the Pittsburgh Knights, they're the type of team that will make you pay for it in every situation. They get the down in the back side of the spawn, but a quick little double kill out from Dezonide starts to fire back. Kenny trying to answer here with Praized. Answer damage out. They finally get 1 kill. Is it all for naught, though, if they can't get a second? They get a second thanks to Kenny's last-ditch efforts, playing a sacrificial lamb. Here comes Powerz into the hill. Shot over the cover. Won't be able to get anything with the first one. Sumuns bounces out. He's going to look for a little bit of an angle here toward the backside of the map. Good first shot on by Monkyz. Now Sumuns bouncing in toward Powerz. Powerz all by his lonesome, just trying to survive. This is what makes him so very dangerous. He bought about 5 to 7 seconds for his teammates to rotate through the middle of the map into the juice to try to get damage and pressure onto these other 2 players playing out to the middle side of the map. Praized will get 1. Kenny will go down now. The rest of the players from eUnited trying to play up into the position. Xplosive, big shot and a big kill there. Will be able to settle down into this juice side, trying to get over the top of this cover, and another big kill. Xplosive not being called out in that situation. Gets a free kill over the windowsill, but Monkyz answers back. Praized trying to push back against him. Praized bouncing up into Powerz, gets the trade out. That's big for the side of the Pittsburgh Knights. It keeps eUnited from being full forced into this hill, but Kenny waiting in the wings with a boom, throws it and doesn't get it to go. He's gonna switch that back off for a Lancer. Perfect positioning. I think that's the only reason he even tried that, is he knew he had a cross weapon at his feet and he could try to use it to get this next. Yo, Kenny's out doing it to him right now.
He is just putting on his show, and you see exactly why he was a player to watch out for us. Where's all that drop, Kenny? Where's all that talk in the chat now when he's just performing week after week as an individual? And this is exactly what eUnited needed. Everybody playing well as individuals, but now they're putting it together as a team against the Pittsburgh Knights here. Doubled up the scoreline, over 100-point lead. Dezonide doing what he can. Gets a chunk on Praized over the top. Xplosive going down, but that's where it stops. I think the numbers are there for eUnited. They're doing everything right here, but the revives are coming through. No eliminations on the side of PK as eUnited put a stop to PK's defense.
They're continuing to fight back into this, up over 200 points. Praized, a couple of shots there on the Monkyz, playing it defensively. Kenny waiting in the wings here inside of the hill. Let's take a look over at the stats, courtesy of J Ribs, our observer right now, just giving us a eagle eye of how great all players from eUnited are playing. But it's necessarily not just them. Even the side of Pittsburgh Knights are playing this genuinely well. Powerz and Kenny top side of the stairwell. Backed up here. You're going to see the players from Pittsburgh Knights spawn at the top. And again, Powerz just trying to buy time for his teammates, bouncing around, trying to find those openings, trying to force players to the Pittsburgh Knights to miss shots. Dezo is going to get to the top of the stairs. He's going to pressure up onto Praized. Praized steps out through the smoke, through the fire and flame. He's going to get the one-shot kill there after the down. Looks like Powerz fighting through the middle of the map. Full 120 seconds on that boom respawn as Powerz is now going to pick it up, and he's going to have it into the next hill. Powerz, he's using that Operation 8 bundle skin on his boom shot. That is going to be that Panther skin. Beautiful one. It's purple with those big golden panther eyes in the middle of it, waiting in the wing. It's just a gorgeous skin built by the Coalition there. So make sure you pick up your Operation 8 bundle at any given time or place. Xplosive just playing with his food there. Beautiful little hipfire Lancers gets that first kill. Powerz will switch over to the Nasher. Little fakey up A, pulls back, goes to the wide angle. 3 shots on, 2 kills out. Great play by Powerz. He has really put it on here in this map, in this first map of this matchup between them and the Pittsburgh Knights. 35 seconds to go to solidify this map number 1. Kenny is now rotated to the hill. He'll play the anchor player, allowing Powerz to play out, getting that first kill pretty easily and quite succinctly. Looks like Raver is down. Less than 24 seconds now. They're going to have to start flying to the hill if they want a chance to contest this. Praized gets the down inside of the juice. He's going to throw his flash incendiary out. They're going to have to dash, but with these kills, it's ever closer to the finalization of map number 1.
Yeah, this is looking like a closeout. Pittsburgh Knights just kind of slowly bleeding out, slowly losing this one. eUnited taking control. 2 more downs coming through. Quickly cleaned up by Kenny. 3, 2, 1. eUnited close out map number 1 over the Pittsburgh Knights in dominating fashion.
And, I mean, that is a completely different eUnited team from the one that we've seen the past couple of weeks. They came to play today. Kenny, bounce, baby, 15, 7, and 15, 30 kills go to his name for his squad, leading it as well in damage. And that's something, I mean, you and I even got to witness it just last night, Jacob. Kenny is a damage machine. You don't even gotta put in the quarter and pull the handle like a slot machine. All you gotta do is say, hey, Kenny, you roll out of spawn, and you guarantee that man putting up 10 to 20K damage anytime that boy roll out of spawn. He's just too damn good, and he understands the mechanics to a degree that he can put himself in positions to be a nightmare for players that don't want to play it smart, that want to play up into his hands, that want to play it a little too over-aggressively. And I think they did that all map long. Yep. Kenny, Xplosive, and Praized played around Powerz, which allowed a player like Powerz to ascend back to that Shinigami form. He controlled his own destiny, his own death. He lived and died however he pleased for most of that matchup.
Yep, and that's one thing here. They're playing like a championship caliber team. They're playing like that last week just didn't happen at all. And it's almost saying the same about the Pittsburgh Knights. There were very, very few moments, if any at all, that you see them convincingly looking like the elite team that we saw last week, beating some of these rosters that, you know, took a lot of big effort. Some of them coming down to, you know, 4 maps, 5 maps, and they come out in this one against eUnited. It looks so flat, Colin. It's almost scary to think about what's going to happen here. Map number 2, but that is also going to be the little bit of blessing that I have for the Pittsburgh Knights. Map number 2, you can already see it at the top. It's going to be checkout execution. One of the maps where I say it's just one-dimensional. It's all aggressive all the way. So if there's any map the Pittsburgh Knights can steal away from eUnited, tie this series up, and get the momentum on their side, it is going to be checkout.
I want to see what the Pittsburgh Knights do in this matchup, because the Pittsburgh Knights have been very good about taking over mid lane priority, getting to the sniper rifle. Pittsburgh has not been kind of like how Fire and Ice or Rise has been as of late, where they are controlling over the platform. They want the incendiaries to be able to get those easy insta-gibs. They're very much a mid lane, just hit their shots, get Dezo the sniper type team. eUnited, I think, is the wrong team to play that game against, but I'm not 100% sure, because the last time we saw them on this map, I don't know if eUnited knew who they wanted to be on this map anymore. Times they went for the platform, times they went for sniper, and every time they tried to change up their idea and their identity, they were thwarted. So right now, they're going to go up against the team of the Pittsburgh Knights that I think have a solidified identity. They know what they want to do on this map. It's going to be up to eUnited to either thwart their identity or force them to change it on the fly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. And I think one of the biggest things here, starting off, is whether you're going to go back lane, play towards the plat side, or go in towards the instance, you need to make a definitive stand one way or another to keep the other team guessing. If this was Hive, if this was TJ, I would say they're going to go for plat time and time again. But both of these teams, they like to go ahead and change up their strategies, win or lose some of these rounds. So like you said, I would like to see Dezo go wide and get the sniper. But you know, eUnited, they like to send a couple players out wide. They like to get the sniper sniper in their own hands as well. They like to have their players go out wide, but as the rounds go ahead and continue, just like you saw in an earlier checkout for the day, you're going to see 4 players going over towards the same positioning, but it's going to be which version of the Pittsburgh Knights are we going to see, in the version that we've seen last week or this one that we're seeing here and the same one that started off the season.
Right now, the Pittsburgh Knights need to find an answer here quick, fast, and in a hurry. I mean, that Pittsburgh Knights team on Control looked like the exact opposite of the one we saw go up against Vanquish that won those back-to-back maps 4 and 5 against them. I think one of the things that they can do a little bit better in this map number 2, and I think they need to be able to figure this out much quicker rather than later, is the fact that a lot of those times the Pittsburgh Knights were not playing their same kind of aggressive style. They weren't playing up into eUnited. They were lancering a little bit more. They were rotating a little bit more. There's a lot of times where Pittsburgh Knights are able to throw teams off of balance simply because it feels like they're everywhere. They almost become like ghost apparitions around the map. It's very hard to keep track of your numbers, keep track of your lane priority. That's something that I think eUnited has struggled in the past few weeks with against teams like Vanquish and teams like Fire and Ice. They lose numbers, they lose lane priority, and then you can't allow those power players, those position players like a Kenny, like an Xplosive, like a Praized to play around the god of death himself in Powerz. They don't allow him to do those kinds of just absolutely disgusting movement plays that we've seen out of him. So I'm curious to see if they change it up, if they can go forward in this matchup and play a little bit better, kind of get things fixed up between maps 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I like the way you said that about the Pittsburgh Knights, about how normally they're a very, very aggressive team, especially when they're winning, but when they slow things down, that's when the games begin to fall apart for them. And I got to ask you, do you think that's self-inflicted by the Pittsburgh Knights, or do you think that's kind of eUnited or some of these other teams just kind of dominating so hard they don't give them a chance to breathe? Because that's something that I pointed out during, I think, Vanquish versus Pittsburgh Knights. It might have been the mid-split playoffs there, where the Pittsburgh Knights, they came out flat. They weren't aggressive, and they allowed Vanquish to kind of control the game. So back to my question is that self-inflicted? Do you think that's forced over by their opposition, or maybe a mixture of both?
I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of people will be like, oh, well, that's the most obvious thing anybody's ever said about the Pittsburgh Knights. I think they are the team that is suffering the most from this elongated season away from their fans. I think this has worn on them. I think everybody else has kind of accepted that they're going to work map in and map out sitting in their house. I think the 4 guys on the Pittsburgh Knights, they'd cut off their left arm if they could be playing in front of Mexico City right now. Like, they'd play one-handed if they had those fans behind them right now, because you and I have witnessed whenever they get any kind of support, San Diego, Mexico City, it doesn't matter where it is, New Orleans, it doesn't matter. If the fans start to get behind them, they can feel that energy. They turn back into those ghosts, those apparitions. They turn back into those phenoms that it's almost unstoppable. And the only time they've really been stopped is by teams with a lot of the players that are on eUnited. And I think that's starting to wear on them, is that they have just played for so long without that kind of energy.
Raver talked about having to get aggressive, having to make a team's guess everything. That's how you start off the game. That's going to be 2 quick kills going their way. Praized is actually left by himself. And before you know it, this round is over. The Pittsburgh Knights, 24 seconds. They come out strong. They toss eUnited on their side and take the first round. And I got to go ahead and think, do you think that's just the first round coming out? Maybe eUnited didn't see it coming? Or do you think that's just the way the map plays?
Checkout's always going to play very quickly unless you kind of have that stalemate situation. I would say it's probably 8 to 9 times out of 10, 80, 90% out of 100. You're going to have a pretty quick round on checkout. Powerz is not able to get into that mid lane coverage, and this time he doesn't have the right-hand advantage coming in. Monkyz has 2 big shots there onto Xplosives, and you can see how they're playing this. Xplosive has to escape with his life there with those incendiaries. Thankfully, on the opposite side for eUnited fans, they get the win there at the back of the checkout lanes over the sniper. Sumuns, he gets stacked up against Praized, and Praized, he knows that Sumuns has to basically run into him to try to get a one-shot chunk. Takes care of business. They answer right back, and take a look at that. 29 seconds, Jacob.
Less than a minute between these 2 rounds. I'm saying it's one direction. If you're not playing aggressive on this map, and you can play aggressive by trying to lancer somebody out towards that checkout to get the kill afterwards, but if you're not playing aggressive, you're probably not winning. And already you see the strategy. 3 players over, 1 towards the flank side. That strategy is going to switch up later on this game goes. As you see Raver trying to make the same thing happen again. Last time he was on the side, he was able to get first blood. Dezonide gets the down on a Kenny towards the back lane. You see eUnited trying to funnel in through the middle. They got the necessary eliminations, and they take this round overall. Praized, I think he made a huge play towards the flank side to make that one happen. Didn't exactly see it. I think. That's why I said I think. I'm willing to confidence, though.
I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to put some money on a line that I think maybe
that's
possibly.
Why it's a gamble.
there's a chance.
Them into dust.
This man went nuts.
I love you, Colin. I love you.
It was the way you had so much conviction. I had to believe. Like, you could have told me that I was going to live to be 40 years old. I'd have believed it the way you said that with so much conviction. Early in round number 4, though, Incendiary's over into the hands of Monkyz. He gets 1 kill there on Xplosive, but it's traded out 3v3 now on the map. Praized is just trying to take and survey his position here. I don't believe anybody got the chance to pick up frag grenades.
Nope. I'm just trying to see incense in the hands of Monkyz. That's all utility. I wouldn't even call it a utility. It's kind of a kill weapon right now coming through. It's going to be in the hands of Monkyz. And this is where Monkyz either needs to play up with that instant or, yes, allow his teammate to play up, be the distraction that they need. Goes for the instant play. Down coming through. They get the mismatch. They get the numbers advantage. Praized is trying to even it up yet again. He narrows it down. Praized gets a 1v2 situation. He gets taken out. It's all up to Kenny. He's backtracking with his Lancer. And Dezo comes up with the play. Double kill after double kill. But the Pittsburgh Knights tie it up.
Have you ever been too smart for your own good, brother? You ever been too smart? Like, Kenny's like, no shot. He's going to make it up to me when I got Lancer from this distance. And he just kept hitting him with bullets. Look at this. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Praized said, let me put some spice in it. He gave it a little roadie strafe. Oh, God. It hurts. Hurt him.
Raver's gonna go for it. Oh, I was gonna say he's gonna go for a play. Gets the stun on the Powerz. Saw him move away, and that's where it became an audible. Kenny's down, but Monkyz trying to save the day. 2 players are gonna fall. It's gonna be a trade. 3v3 going down. Another trade coming through. Dezonide barely picks up the kill and stays alive with the sniper. Kenny looks like he's gonna hop into the plat, trying to create some confusion, but it cost him his life. 1v2 situation. Praized. You've seen him get 2 before. Sniper towards the backside. He's stuck into the plat, and he gets taken out. Pittsburgh Knights get 2 in a row to take the lead.
And that's the thing that's worries about this eUnited squad. Think about how dominant they were in team fights in map number 1. And now they are just, because it is a reset every single round, you're coming right back off a respawn. It's about initials. It's about how well you can play in the first 15 to 20 seconds of the round. And Pittsburgh Knights are just playing a little bit better than them. Hell, Pittsburgh Knights even had the initial cap on the hill in the first map. Powerz flies through God and everybody to trade out that first kill. 3v3. Sumuns is going to rotate up to the top side of the platform. First shot onto Xplosive. He's going to get called out now. Sumuns all by himself. Gets picked off at a 3v1. Good little round right there by eUnited. Powerz, I think, could have gotten caught. And I think that could have very well been the deciding factor, because for me, when Powerz comes into that middle lane, imagine they get that kill rather than Powerz getting to trade out.
That was actually a huge one if they're able to catch Powerz, but that stun was even bigger. Powerz was just looking like Jaws, though. He was like a shark smelling that blood in the water, hunting for an elimination. If the first one wasn't it, he definitely got that second one. And yet again, Powerz is on the hunt. He sees that 4th player coming over, gets first blood, cleaning up Sumuns with the help of Praized. Yet again, Dezonide with the sniper in his hands. Another player going down on his team. The pressure, everything's closing in. 4v1 situation. Kenny, Powerz, the perfect duo. They close out yet another round.
Goes Raver, just trying his best to make a miracle happen in this in a lot of situations. And it looks like everybody pressed these last 2 rounds for the Pittsburgh Knights. Raver, Sumuns, everybody tried to make something happen. And it was like eUnited was just waiting in the wings for him. Powerz right now, lowest damage on his squad. It's 7-4-2. He's getting all the help in the world to clean up these kills. That's what we always talked about with those misleading stats, where somebody has a lot of kills, a lot of eliminations. not necessarily having to do a lot of damage, but is getting a lot of cleanups. First incendiary out, second one long over the top. Won't be able to find either one of those. Body shot by Powerz with a long shot now. Raver is down. Kenny's going to get rotated on. Dezo gets body shotted and down. Praized trying to rotate up to...
Bye. I'm gone.
All right, I'm gone too. I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later.
I'm back. I don't even know. This man is not human. He's not human. I don't even know what to say. Somebody updated his firmware before this match. This is where you see eUnited with a 5-3 lead. They're slowing it down just a little bit, but like we say, if you're not playing aggressive, you're probably not winning the round. You're gonna think twice about when they switch up their strategy. Everybody down. A quick round for the Pittsburgh Knights, 4-5. But now eUnited have 2 more chances to close this one out. And honestly, I gotta go back to that play, Colin. You alive over there? Somebody better check on Colin. What? Somebody. Andrea. I don't even know. I've said his wife's name now, but somebody better check on him. Somebody.
I ain't never gonna be the same after that, y'all. I ain't never gonna be okay again. It was like when Lieutenant Dan lost his legs. I watched a man lose his head. I ain't never gonna be the same after that.
Bro, Dezonide does go down again. Powerz finishing up that elimination from Platt side, getting a second down, but Sumuns, Monkyz, the players are there, but the flank is there from Praized again and again, round after round. The thorn in the side, eUnited 6-4 over Pittsburgh Knights.
eUnited have found a way to roar back into this one time and time again. They win 3 rounds in a row to get it to that map point. They finish it off. They go up 2-0 over the Pittsburgh Knights. Praized, your MVP for map number 2. Can Pittsburgh fight back into this one? We'll find out right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gears Esports Pro League Day number 10. And Pittsburgh might have to make a phone call themselves. Like, I just got off the phone with Poison Control because somebody tried to feed me unsweetened iced tea. So I'm sure they're going to need to call somebody too, because what eUnited has been doing to them is probably just as disgusting as unsweetened iced tea. I'm telling you that right now.
They better call the Ghostbusters right now, because the ghost of eUnited past is here, and they're just haunting PK right now. This is a quick 2-0 lead for eUnited, and it doesn't look like the train is going to stop anytime soon. Anytime at all. Look at these replays. Look at this.
Do we get to see it again? It's going to be a flash.
I hope not.
Hold on. In silence. In memoriam. In memoriam. R.I.P.
I feel like goalie's just as much of a troll and enjoying that as much as we are. That slow motion sound at the end of that replay. The slow motion.
All right, now, Jacob, I'm going to be a little controversial. Would that headshot have been better with the Gears 1 head pop?
Honestly,
I'm putting you on the spot.
Maybe a little bit, yes. I think that might have been better with the Gears 1 head pop.
Woo! Getting controversial.
It's a different feel. It's a different sound. But I come from Gears War 1. That's an unfair question.
That's a biased question, God. I can't believe you didn't put me in that situation to sound like that on stream. You know who else
way better. No.
You know who's getting you know who else getting put in a position on this stream? Pittsburgh Knights. They're getting put into a position right now, and they got to make a comeback, baby. They got to make a comeback. It is PG-13. Look, when you get arrested, you got to assume the position. They gonna search you down. Okay. They gonna throw you in the back of the car. They gonna take you to lockup because Pittsburgh Knights have been locked up right now. They need to find a way out. They like Akon, baby. They locked up and they won't let them out.
I don't even know what to say when you say things like that, Colin. You definitely keep me on my toes. With Pittsburgh Knights, they need a miracle. They need a rebirth. They need something right now. Demise, I don't know if he took the day off, took the week off, but this is not the Pittsburgh Knights I was expecting to see in this matchup. Yes, I predict eUnited to win, but I said we were in the insane asylum. I didn't think it was going to change up too much, but man, we are freed.
Oh, the inmates are running this place right now, baby. We are on a roll.
I'm about to say, have you seen Suicide Squad? But I don't want you to put your opinion on this show. Nope. I haven't seen it, but I've already
taken flag for it. I've already taken flag for it. But you know what? Opinions come a dime a dozen. You know some other sayings about opinions. You know how it goes. Everybody's got an opinion that not everybody likes, and I don't mind being that guy every now and again. It's fine. I die on that hill.
Here in Gears Esports, man, you are that guy here in Gears Esports. That's all there is to say about it. But coming into this next map, I got to ask you, and I already know, asking you, you're literally the opposite, the furthest person that I feel like should answer this question. But I got to ask you anyway. What does Pittsburgh Knights have to do? Please tell me.
They've got to be better in the initial. They got to be able to win that winch fight over the guys of like Powerz and Xplosive. Probably they're going to play it. I believe we're probably going to see Praized play the 1v spot. Kenny's going to play that tertiary position, whether it be winch or stern. They need to start winning that winch fight early, and they need to win it often. They're going to have to pressure the middle of the map, open things up for them to be able to rotate around and get Lancer angles on the rest of the players from eUnited.
Like what I'm seeing. And I always look at the mini-map on this initial because both of those players going down low, if you're not throwing your flash into this fight, your team is probably at a little bit of a disadvantage some way, shape, or form. Obviously, the team has to execute on having that advantage, but already you see PK taking advantage of Powerz being down, overextend towards the top as they know Xplosive is by himself, and now they have two different players soloed out. Kenny's going to fall. This could be a quick victory coming out from PK in round number 1 if they play their cards right. They're going to get that neutral, settling up onto the home mill of eUnited. Xplosive needs some sort of a trade to come through. If he doesn't get a trade, I think that is it for eUnited. Multiple downs coming through, one player getting taken out, no trade. So that is going to be it for eUnited in round number 1 as PK finally shows some life.
It's almost like I thought that they needed to win the winch fight to win the round, and then they did it. Boy, howdy. Sometimes I'm smart, sometimes I'm dumb. Most of the time I'm dumb. I don't want to say sometimes. Most of the time I'm dumb. Sometimes I is smart.
You're like a jack of all trades.
Can I be the jack of spades? Oh, you said, oh, jack of all trades. I was going to say.
I mean, you can be the jack of spades if you want. You can be any card you want. Any suit. You wear enough of them, you're all of them anyway.
You know how it works. You know how I roll. We're coming to round number 2 here. Going to be pretty standard setup. I want to see Pittsburgh be same aggression. There's the long style flashes. They're going to get pegged up just a little bit with that Lancer fire over the top. I like the way that they kind of slowed them up with that positioning here. And they've kind of had Raver sit down from here else. They need to be worried about Kenny up top, though. He's already got 1 kill bouncing around. And we've seen what Kenny has been able to do at that stern fight before. And he's continuing to apply pressure. Raver by himself now. And he's going to get picked off and taken down. Shout out one time, Kenny, for playing Hannah Cole, one of the lesser used characters here on the circle. Love to see her still get picked up and used every now and again. It's really nice. Beautiful character skin. Here comes Sumuns, probably playing toward the middle. First shot in, second shot in. We'll get the down. Nobody's going to be there to get the decap on to C. Back-to-back rounds go the way of triple cap domination. 1 to the Pittsburgh Knights, 1 to eUnited.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Knights really came out flat on that exchange in that round. Just Kenny, honestly, just back-to-back back A's, taking 2 different souls on that initial. And honestly, eUnited know what to do. Once that buzzer rings, once they're free, they know exactly what position to go for, what angles to get. They know exactly how to choke out their opponents and keep things rolling. But grenades are going to be set in the middle of the field for eUnited. Do you think that's something they practice?
I think eUnited probably is the only team on the planet that practices anything we see on a map. Does that make sense?
A little bit. I think everybody's just going through the motions.
I think a lot of teams get so comfortable with what they see, and that eUnited's like, you know what? Let's see how they react to this. And then they just try stuff.
It almost guarantees there's going to be no sniper down towards that center line to kind of spread up the fight. Any power weapon is going to be down low at B, which the probability of that happening is very unlikely, or up top where you see it time and time again. Kenny backs down Monkyz, gets that first down for the team. Powerz gets the first blood. They're going to try to bleed him out, goes for the flank, gets number 2 onto Raver. A third in the books as Sumuns falls. Everybody from PK on that initial is taken out. Triple cap domination and ensuing. eUnited 2 quick rounds to answer back. They're looking for that 3-0 shutout.
I'll tell you right now, let me holler at you real quick. Praized is down there winning that 1v1, and he's looking like Slick Rick. The man ain't stopping for nothing and nobody. He coming out here being crazy. Man is crazy.
Yeah. I not as good as you was worried. I'm about to say he's looking like Bob the Builder with the amount of bricks he's laying out.
I mean, he's looking like Bob the Builder, laying down bricks. Man's looking like he's working for the Mason, the Freemasons. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the Illuminati at this point. Man is out here working for the Freemasons. He's part of the Illuminati. He's seeing everyone and everything, and he's hitting every shot.
You get a brick house. You get a brick house. Everybody gets a brick house when you're playing against Praized.
I mean, there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Powerz gets a kill there early on Monkyz. They have both sides of the winch if they so choose to have it. Flashes are going to be thrown out now. Sumuns down to the bottom side of the map. Has to be worried about the shots over the top. The last two players, the Pittsburgh Knights up top, have to find an opening. They're going to find one there. On to Powerz. Gets the first shot onto him. Mushes in for the double shot down. They get the kill. Up top, Xplosive has won the fight against Dezo. Bouncing around. Raver's going to get taken out by Kenny. And look how quick, fast, and in a hurry Monkyz is back off to his home hill. Kenny will be able to rotate over and try to apply pressure at the B hill. Xplosive gets a little hungry. That's something that actually has caused eUnited to lose this map more often than not, is they get a little aggressive. They try to pressure up for triple caps when they shouldn't. Kenny goes for a backslide, gets taken out. Praized gets killed off on the bottom side of the map. So the early definitive initial that you probably had in your favor, you've now just gambled it away trying to make something happen in a triple cap situation.
Now, we're going to see what happens when PK has control in this situation. It's up to eUnited here to answer back. This is going to be the first real control that PK kind of has over the situation. Monkyz goes down, though. He created that separation along with that shock grenade, but frag grenades is going to clean him up. He can't get revived. Raver gets taken out as well. And the thing is, eUnited have not advanced forward, and they already found 2 kills. Make it a third on the Dezonide. Someone's doing what he can in these 1v1 scenarios, but it's just too much. He gets toppled over. All 4 players from PK go down. They bite off more than they can chew, and now they're just choking.
Powerz going to be waiting at that winch fight. They don't pressure to the C hill. They can come back into this with a 2-to-1 hill advantage. Powerz has a retro here. Anybody that comes down that lane is going to be easy pickings. Xplosive gets one down inside of the hut. That kill, that pick up there, makes it 4v3 official. Xplosive could go down again. They need to get a quick pick onto him. They do. Praized is there, trying to play out. Little reaction shot. 2 big shots there onto Sumuns, and Xplosive is there for the extra help with the snub in hand. Monkyz tries his hand against Powerz. He's going to get shut down. C-Hill is wide open for the taking if Dezo goes down, and he will get killed off. All 4 players for eUnited on the home hill of the Pittsburgh Knights, and that is a house party if I've ever seen one. And Kenny, he's even being a nice guest. He's cleaning up after the house party's over. He said, solo cups on the ground. I better get the things up.
The thing that's just like really disappointing about all this is you just know the talent is there from PK. They have so many second place finishes. They have championship caliber players. They've been here time and time again. It's just coming out flat right now and just really not fighting back is just a very, very disappointing thing to see. But honestly, eUnited is just playing very, very well. Once they get that first initial kill, once they get that man advantage, they do it a little bit better than most of the teams here in Gears Esports.
Right now, eUnited is 2 rounds away from getting a 3-0 trouncing victory of the Pittsburgh Knights. Coming off into the initial here, long-range flash to the middle of the map now. Doesn't actually get it over the top. I don't know if he did. It almost looked like he bounced back in front of his face, and he stunned himself out twice there. Big back air, though, from Dezo. Will get the kill, the trade-out kill there on the Powerz. Xplosive. I don't know if he knew that he was right there. First frag out, second frag out. Neither of them going to find a connection. Dezo trying to go to the top of the map here against Kenny. Kenny with the early pick there on the hill. 2 shots in. The Monkyz won't get to be able to get the down. Gets the easy kill there as he bounced up in. Needs 2 more shots to land. Is going to have to revive. Or he's going to have to reload. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God I had nightmare flashbacks. I said not check out, not again.
He is just performing on another level right now, Kenny. And this is honestly the level you expect of a team just firing off on all cylinders. Everybody doing their part. Big flank coming through from Mr. Bounce. He gets 1, goes for 2, back to back, gets him, takes him out, turns him upside down, waits for the triple cap domination. Praized is going to be a little bit late to that one, but everybody on the side of Pittsburgh Knights on to respawn. 4-1 eUnited. They have a commanding lead, and there's only 1 shot, 1 opportunity for the Pittsburgh Knights left.
Oh, sorry. I forgot my mic was hot. Beautiful rounds by eUnited. They're up 4-1 and 2-0 over Pittsburgh Knights. Nades in the middle of the map, shocks, retros, and a Boltok. And right now, eUnited, they've pretty much played perfect these last couple of rounds. And really, that first round, when I said that Pittsburgh has to be able to win that winch fight, it's the only round that they've been able to win. And it's only come off of the backs of a win at the winch. There's the first down. There's the kill. Now they're going to be playing after the revive comes out. Powerz goes to the up A, won't be able to get it. And now Xplosive is going to get 3v1. This could, trading out home hills, by the way, on the opposite side of the map. Praized trying to prolong the round for as long as he can. He's going to force one player back over to his side of the map. Sumuns will have a Boltok here inside of the D hill, trying to get around in favor of the Pittsburgh Knights, trying to make it 4-2.
Let's say goes in. I would say Powerz gets taken out by the frag, and that was it. Kenny bought some time by getting the hill, maybe fractions a few seconds, but this frag grenade's taking out Powerz. Just that's it. 2 rounds on the board for the Pittsburgh Knights. But honestly, if you're eUnited, you just kind of shake that one off. You get ready for the next round, especially when it comes down to putting an extra weapon on the field. You got to think that's going to be Ensigns on the side of PK getting upgraded. Meanwhile, maybe a retro towards one side if they're feeling daring, a power weapon towards the top side, but it does look like it's going to be retro.
Kenny hovering over the Boltok, and indeed, it'll probably be the retro, as that's the natural progression there, that weapon tree. They lose that fight, and again, it almost seems like Powerz was a little skittish to play up on that mid-winch fight after they got that initial down. I'm not sure if it didn't get called out correctly or if he felt like he was too hurt, but he gave enough time for the revive to come through. 1 round away now. Pittsburgh Knights have to win 3 in a row to get their first map in this series and to take it to a map number 4 on Regency. Flashes are going to be out. Raver's going to be pegged up here just a little bit. Powerz is going to have to worry about Xplosive now trying to come into the fight. Dezo gets double shot and chunked out. Raver a little red, not full down or dead just yet. Monkyz at the top side of the map. Kenny will win the middle of the map as well. So fights being lost by the Pittsburgh Knights, left, right, and center. Monkyz top side of the map. Sees 2 players bouncing up toward him. Powerz shot over the cover, will get the chunk with a headshot. Now 1 player left alive for them to have to deal with. It's going to be a triple cap domination situation tallying up. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. eUnited. They win map number 3, 5-2, and win the series 3-0.
I don't even know what to say, Colin. A little underwhelming because like I said, hey, this is just a disappointing finish for the Pittsburgh Knights. For any fans, just they could perform better, but this is a huge wake-up call as well. eUnited rise to the occasion, making it look absolutely easy. They dominated their opponent. It wasn't just a win, Colin. That was domination.
It really was. I mean, it was pretty prolific on the side of eUnited. They did not slow down one way, shape, or form or the other, and they did fantastic throughout that entire matchup. I still think the thing I'm most impressed with is the way that eUnited was able to win their team fights tonight. One of the things that I think they struggle with, and I've seen them struggle with in the past, is they get kind of split up, and then they kind of rely heavily on their star power, their 1v situation. And then tonight, Powerz had help. Kenny had help. Xplosive. Everybody found help. Praized found help, but sometimes it looked like that man didn't even need it. Whether he was on the flank or Praized was in a 1v1, that man... Like, I'm just unbelievably impressed with this version of eUnited. I wouldn't have even guessed they were the same team we just witnessed a week ago.
Yeah, and after that last week, like you said, that they had, you gotta shows that why they're one of the best team in esports, why they are one of the most winning overall in esports when it comes to total championships on a single roster. They're just now looking to kind of reclaim that throne. Vanquish, I think, is kind of sitting at the top of it. Through the last couple events overall, they win 2 different events this season, one a mid-split, one an actual event. So I think they are the team to beat. And I think eUnited, I don't want to say they kind of know it, but I think they're giving them that respect because this is going to be one of those matches to where, if you think a few years ago, Optic Gaming versus Team Envious, that was the old Classico. That was the thing. And now it's looking like Vanquish versus eUnited, or even Vanquish versus Rise.
I mean, we've got a lot of teams at the top of the food chain right now vying for that top position, and I really think that we're going to have some very interesting matchups. If we get the absolute best version of all these teams come major time, that is all anybody can hope and wish for, and it's going to create some amazing matchups in that tournament.